On to our next story now, and President Nana Akufo-Addo has committed to adequately equip the Ghana Armed Forces to enable it contain the security threats posed by extremist groups operating along Ghana's northern borders, as well as internal security challenges. Speaking at the presentation of some 60 vehicles to the force on Wednesday, the president noted that government is apprised of the needs of the armed forces, and as commander-in-chief, he is taking steps to ensure that they are met.
Government is constantly kept apprised of the needs of the armed forces, and as your commander-in-chief, I'm taking steps to ensure that they are met. We recognize that our vision of ensuring equitable distribution of development, progress and prosperity to all parts of the country can only be achieved in an atmosphere of peace and security. We're determined to continue in this vein and satisfy the legitimate demands of the armed forces. I congratulate you for your commitment and dedication in ongoing operations, especially Conquered Fist and Motherland, which are intended to create secure, peaceful atmospheres along the northwestern, northern and northeastern borders of the nation.
Well, the president also cut the sod for the commencement of work on the $24.8 million housing project for troops. He stated that 40 half-compound houses will be built at Burma Camp, 10 each at the naval bases in Sekandi, the Air Force Base in Tamale, the 4th Infantry Battalion in Kumasi, and the 3rd Infantry Battalion in Sunyani. When completed, a total of 320 units would be added to the housing stock of the armed forces.
Ladies and gentlemen, before making my way to these grounds, I drove through the Ghana Military Academy Infrastructure Upgrade Project site, and I'm happy to note that the project has progressed significantly since I cut the sword for its commencement on 4th July 2019. The cadet mess, the square, and lecture rooms are completed. The administration block is some 95% complete, and the contractor is in the final stages of completing the external works. The 246 capacity cadet hospital and platoon commanders block are some 65% complete. I'm also informed that the housing project, which is an integral part of the facility funding the Military Academy Upgrade Project, will see the Ghana Armed Forces adding 832 units of 2-bedroom self-contained flats to its stock when completed. I understand that they're also at various stages of completion at 5, 6, and 6 garrisons. Again, I inspected ongoing construction of the 7-story Army Headquarters office complex, which is also progressing steadily. This project is costing the taxpayer some 33 million cedis. Undoubtedly, it will boost the image and morale of the Army, since the Air Force and the Navy already have very beautiful headquarters, and we cannot allow the Army to be left out. And finally, before I leave Burma Camp, I will cut the sword for the commencement of work on the $24.8 million United States dollars housing project for the troops. 40 half-compound houses will be built here at Burma Camp, 10 each at the Naval Base in Sekandi, the Air Force Base in Tamale, the 4th Infantry Battalion in Kumasi, and the 3rd Infantry Battalion in Sunyani. When completed, a total of 320 units would be added to the housing stock of the armed forces.
Also at the event was Defense Minister Dominic Nitiwo, who expressed optimism concerning the vehicles and the housing project, saying they would greatly help improve the operations of the armed forces.
Mr. President, you saw for yourself the progress of work on the Ghana Armed Forces Military Academy upgrade, a project you personally did the sod cutting in July 2019. You also visited the ongoing construction site of the 7-story Army Headquarters building, the first of its kind in Ghana. You were briefed on the 820 units of 2-bedroom self-contained accommodation at various levels of completion across all garrisons. Today, the 4 units of 80 blocks, which forms the phase 2 of the housing project you are about to cast salt, will also add 320 units of accommodation across all garrisons of the Ghana Armed Forces. This is in tandem with your pledge to members of the Ghana Armed Forces during your maiden visit, which you made, and it's progressing, Mr. President, aggressively across the entire nation. Let me say we are very, very grateful for the investments you are making into the Ghana Armed Forces. Your Excellency, the Ghana Armed Forces continues to benefit immensely under your government through various interventions to re-equip and retool the armed forces to carry out its mandate amidst threats of aggression within the country and the sub-region as a whole. Combating these threats require real-time surveillance capability, high mobility, force protection, firepower, and communication. And let me say that this is exactly what you and your government has been doing for the Ghana Armed Forces from the first term as president till today. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, during the president's visit in December 2019 and March this year, he presented armored personnel carriers, assorted Toyota vehicles and equipment, as well as other implements to enhance their operations. To further boost the vehicle and equipment state of Ghana Armed Forces, the President will today present 40 jeeps, 6 Toyota Mini Haze vehicles, and 14 Toyota pickups. These are the vehicles that will be commissioned shortly by His Excellency the President. Mr. President, I must admit, the Minister of Defense and the Ghana Military High Command acknowledge and appreciates your commitment to modernize the armed forces, and I can say there is no doubt that these vehicles will be put to use.